Greetings, welcome to another Pokemon Go vlog. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about candy and its long-term effects on the game. And I want to propose to Niantic a better way to handle candy in Pokemon Go. Now, right now we only have one generation of Pokemon in the game, and they evolve and power up within families. So, for example, the Charmander family. Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard all use the same kind of candy, and it's called Charmander candy. And you have Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee each using their own type of candy because they're in two different families according to the game at the moment. That means that for Generation 1, for the current game, there are 79 total types of candy in the game. That's a lot of candy to manage. But what gets more interesting is when we add Generation 2, we'll be adding 51 more candy to the game. And this is when things are going to start to get strange, because in Generation 2, there are things called baby Pokemon, like Pichu, which is a pre-evolution of the base Pokemon, Pikachu. So right now, Pikachu candy exists in the game. Pichu is the baby form of Pikachu. So is Pichu going to use Pikachu candy? Let's assume that's true. So the baby Pokemon don't affect the number. But now let's look at something like Tyrogue. Tyrogue is a baby Pokemon that can evolve into either Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee, and eventually into Hitmontop as well. So there's already two kinds of candy for Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. Which one is Tyrogue going to use, and how is that going to affect everything? Regardless of all that, there's around 51 candy that will be needed for Generation 2. Generation 3 adds 73, 4 is 59. By the time we get to Generation 6, we're at 385 different types of candy already in the game, more or less. And that's not even counting Gen 7 with new forms for Gen 1. That's a lot of candy, that's a lot of extra data that's being tracked by the game. Now, what if we had a way to simplify this candy? I'm proposing that we use something much simpler. Instead of having candy based on Pokemon families, why not have just 18 candies based on Pokemon types? So there are 18 unique types of Pokemon: Bug, Dark, Dragon, Grass, Fire, Flying, etc. And let's say that Charmander needs fire candy to evolve into Charmeleon because he's fire type. Let's say that Charmeleon needs fire candy. Let's say that Magby needs fire candy to evolve into Magmar. Very simple. You now have the same evolutions, the same calculations, except instead of having multiple types of candy, you just need fire. Now let's talk about Pokemon that have multiple types. So for example, Ivysaur needs both grass and poison type candy. So instead of needing, let's say 100 total candy, maybe you need 50 grass and 50 poison, or 75 grass and 25 poison. Just split it up. And let's say for Pokemon like Eevee, where Eevee is currently a normal Pokemon and it can evolve into multiple types, like fire, water, or lightning, you just have Eevee need normal candy and still keep the random mechanics as it is. So that reduces, by Generation 6, the overall number of candy that the game needs to manage from 385 down to 18. Now, what other effects does this have on the game? Well, it's going to make candy gathering a lot quicker. So as you're gathering Digletts, which are ground type, you might be also getting candy that can be used for another ground type Pokemon. And in this way, like hard to find and evolve Pokemon can actually be assisted by others in the same family. It's just a thought. Hopefully Niantic hears this and considers it. I think it might be pretty cool. May require a little bit of tweaking to the numbers, but I think it keeps most of the current mechanics intact. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.